Babe, if you're recording me, I'm about to fight you right now, but I hope you know that.
I'm not recording you.
Oh. You know my peripheral is pretty fucking amazing, right?
No, I'm not recording you. Hey, so hello. How's everybody doing? I figured this is probably a couple days late. Well, actually, never mind, because I'm not posting this yet until later. Figured I would do another I'm pregnant diary entry. I went to the obstetricianist for the first time a couple days ago. Today is Monday. I went on Thursday. Sorry, it's a little windy. Of course, I believe I was at the doctor's office for like a good 3 hours. Because you know, whenever you go to a doctor's office for the first time, you're basically like writing down your whole entire life all over again. Went through that, and then you kind of have like a consultation thing where they also go through what you wrote down on the forms. They kind of break down what your office visits are gonna look like, as well as, you know, just things to mentally prepare you for your pregnancy and your childbirth. There was like a whole like folder that had like a bunch of papers in there, and then there's one little cool one that like tells you what kind of seafood you can eat and like how much a week you're like allowed to eat. And then of course there's also the sheet that shows you like what over-the-counter medications you can take, because like certain ones are unsafe for the baby. I believe Tylenol is okay, but like Advil isn't, if you're having headaches and whatnot. But anyway, we went through all of that, and we finally get to the sonogram, and that, I believe, is what really clicked for Andre and I believe, especially Andre, because he I don't know, it just hadn't hit him yet. Like, you know, he was thinking about it. We both knew I was pregnant. Like, you know, both tests came back positive. I went to the doctor, that test came back positive. So I was definitely pregnant, but I feel like seeing the sonogram definitely solidified it. So my first time finally getting to the obstetricianist, I was around 12 weeks. I'm still 12 weeks. I'm like 12 weeks in a couple days, but I just hit 12 weeks that day. So, you know, usually when people go to the obstetricianist, typically it's a lot earlier, and then all you see is like, you know, the egg, and it's like a little tiny thing or whatever. But for my first time, the baby practically has arms and legs already, and he was jumping around, like moving around. So it was so surreal just seeing it, because I wasn't expecting that. It was almost like, it almost felt like what was on the screen like wasn't real. Like I was watching TV or something, or like there was no possibility. Like for some reason in my brain I was like, there's no way that's what's inside me right now. Because to be honest, for the past couple weeks I've basically been like, what if my body, you know, thinks I'm pregnant but I'm really not, and it's just like, you know, mentally tricking me or something. So like I feel like it was just in that moment for both of us that it was like, oh shit, this is happening. I'm pregnant. This baby just waved at us. It was just so many emotions happening at one time, and I don't think I've ever seen Andre so happy. I have, let me stop lying, I have seen him that happy, but it was nice to finally get that reaction, because before, of course he was happy, but I feel like it just still wasn't like, there just needed to be a kick in the ass, and the sonogram was the kick in the ass. So yeah, no, we were really happy. The office I decided to go to actually has, I believe, 4 or 5 doctors. So basically, like throughout my doctor visits from like now until I give birth, I'll be meeting every single one of the doctors, or I'll have an appointment with every single one of the doctors so that I get to know them, they get to know me. And then when the time comes, any one of them can deliver the baby, or at least for my peace of mind, when I go in to have, you know, to deliver the baby, or to have the baby, I'll know every doctor there, so it doesn't matter who ends up being there, because you never know who's going to be available. So I thought that was cool. They also have a chiropractor on hand for during the pregnancy, and they also offer water birth, which I thought was awesome, because I've actually always wanted to do that. I felt really good leaving the hospital And we basically were just in awe the rest of the day. Like, we have pictures of the sonogram. Andre couldn't like stop staring at it, and it was the cutest thing. And I've kind of been on like a baby binge ever since. Like, I've been watching TV shows about babies. There's like a documentary on Netflix about babies and like what we do when we don't know about them and all that whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just we told a couple more people. I finally told my sister. My brother wasn't here, but my sister knows not to tell him because I would like to be the one to tell him. And just like a couple more people just to slowly get it out, I guess. But there are certain people we can't tell because they have really big mouths, because we're not ready for the whole world to know yet, I guess. So yeah, that, and Andre's kind of like really secretive. He doesn't like people knowing about what he's doing, so it's interesting. But for me personally, there are certain people I don't want to know yet either, just because I'd rather not get stressed out. You know, there are certain people in your life that you know are gonna stress you out, and those are people that like I don't need near me right now. Maybe later on when it's not, you know, when it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, that's my experience so far. It's really overwhelming. There's a lot of information. You also have to get like tests. Well, they're optional. They're like tests that you can get to make sure, just to see if your baby has a chance of like getting a disease, or maybe they'll be a carrier of something. And oh, I'm trying this C-band thing. It was one of the things I got a couple weeks ago because the nausea was getting really, really bad. I've been wearing it for about 2 weeks now, and I only take it off when I'm going in the shower, or to be honest, just when I feel like I've had it on too long, because after a while, this little thing like digs into your skin. So it's basically, let me see if I can get a shot of it actually. Ah! So it's basically like this little ball on the inside of the band that is supposed to hit a pressure point in your wrist that is supposed to help with morning sickness and headaches. And you basically have to wear it all day because, like I said before, morning sickness is an all-day thing. It doesn't just last like an hour. And I want to say at first I didn't really think it helped that much, but it does take the edge off. Eventually, I feel like it started helping. You kind of have to leave it on just to see if it does work. Like, you can't just leave it on for an hour and, you know, say, oh, fuck it, it doesn't work. So for me, I've had to literally keep it on, and I'll notice that when I take it off to get in the shower, or if I feel like taking it off because just like my wrist hurts, the nausea like comes back and it just like hits you in the face. There are some times when it does work and there are times when it doesn't, and I wonder if that depends on like how bad the nausea is. I've tried the ginger candies. I do not fucking like them. I like ginger, but it's just like, I don't like having to suck on a ginger candy for 20 minutes. I just don't like it. It doesn't taste that great. It tastes like straight up ginger. It's kind of spicy, and then I don't know if it actually worked. I don't know if I just was so aggravated with the taste that I didn't pay attention. With the fact if it did actually help my nausea, I just know that I do not want to eat it. I don't want to keep eating it. I'm done. I have 3 bags of the damn shit and I don't want it. I'm so happy Andre likes it. He can keep it because I'm not doing it ever again. Nope. Not happening. Sorry. It's just not my kind of candy. I'd rather drink ginger tea. I'd rather eat a piece of ginger and, like, you know, just get over it. But the candy's definitely not. No, not for me. You will get gassy. You will burp a lot. You will fart a lot. I have noticed, like, girls fart, I fart. I'm noticing that, like, I do it 5-6 times, maybe 7 times a day. And that doesn't include when I'm sleeping, when I don't know that I'm farting. Because I know Andre does, and he tells me. Oh, so I've been craving. I haven't had any weird cravings yet. It's mostly just food that I haven't eaten in a while. There was one point where I got like a really bad craving for Haitian food, and I went ham. I bought 2 plates of Haitian food. I didn't even care what Andre wanted. I just ordered food. I got macaroni. I got freaking champagne soda. I got 2 big containers of pickles because it's been a minute. And oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. Actually, I should probably not talk about it because then I might start craving it again. I've been craving sushi. You can't have raw fish, so I've been eating like shrimp tempura, just any of the cooked sushi. I started craving burgers, fries. Oh my god, I had the best fries. I think fudge. Someone told me what it was. I think clover mint. They were cold fries and they were still crispy. I don't understand the science, but it was the most amazing thing. Like, it was so good that I didn't even want to warm up the fries. Delicious. I haven't not eaten anything yet, but certain things are kind of like weird smelling to me. There are some things that have been like really weird, like off-putting to my nose, but it hasn't necessarily stopped me from eating. I want to say, I mean, there are a couple things where I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna eat this now, but maybe I'll eat it later when I feel a little better. I don't know, I think that's it for now. Yep. In another week or so, my stomach's gonna be getting a little bigger. I might still be able to hide it for a while. I have some big shirts. I'll be fine. I started looking at maternity clothes. Oh my God. Pregnant ladies are the most adorable thing on this fucking planet. Oh my gosh. I just have to say that I'm so excited to actually have a belly. A little part of me is like jealous of other pregnant ladies when I see them, when they have their bellies. And I'm just like, ugh, I wish I was at that point. But you know, you can't rush it. But I'm actually really excited. I've always wanted to have a kid. It's so funny because I used to have like a top that I would wear, and I knew that like this would be the perfect top for when I am pregnant. I ended up getting rid of it. I don't know why the hell I did. It was probably just time for it to go. I had it for a couple years, and like, you know, clearly I wasn't gonna have a kid anytime soon. And now I look back and I'm like, damn, I should have kept it. But yeah, I guess that's it for now before I keep ranting. Bye. And I will probably add a little video of Andre freaking out about the sonogram at the end of this. So he's gonna hate me, but that's totally fine. Yeah?
Oh my goodness. You saw how it was jumping?
Yeah.
Babe?
It's like a little jelly bean.
It was like a little jelly bean. So you just gonna name jelly beans? Because a girl is definitely jelly bean.
But if it's a boy, it's gonna be bean. Bean.
It's gonna be jumping jack.
Oh my God. No.
Baby, this baby's smiling.
I'm sure he is. He's smiling because we finally got to see him.
And he waved.
And he waved.
And he waved. Or it waved. Babe, if you're recording me, I'm about to fight you right now. But I hope you know that.
I'm not recording you.
You know my peripheral is pretty fucking amazing, right?
No, I'm not recording you. I'm not recording you.
Ah, you're funny.
What? See what?
What were you doing?
Nothing. I'm on YouTube.
I'm telling you, that's his ears. He has like big old Dumbo ears.
So I have big old Dumbo ears? Is that what you're trying to say?
Big old Dumbo ears.
Thank you so much.
Well, I love your ear. Babe, Dumbo's adorable. You saw the little legs too?
He had such little skinny legs. Babe, all their legs look like that when they're that small. Their legs are just coming in.
Have fat, chunky legs.
Chunky leg. Oh my God. Well, if he's anything like me, he's definitely gonna have fat, chunky legs.